My name is Angel Sotelo from Los Angeles, California. I'm a computer science major and I am an offensive lineman.
What is your favorite non-football college memory?
My favorite non-football college memory is probably going to the Deer Path Calf late at night with all my roommates. A lot of good conversations there, a lot of good car rides with music on the way over, just a lot of good memories made over there.
Do you have a favorite place on campus?
Probably the Deer Path Calf because of all the memories we made there, and I like their milkshakes.
They're really good. What's your favorite football memory?
My favorite football memory has probably been this current camp, just because my sophomore year we had the COVID season, and then at the very beginning of the COVID season, I tore my ACL, and I wasn't able to play football my junior season. And now this camp has been the first time I've been able to play football in a long time, and it's nice to be able to come back and play football again and not be afraid of my knee or the injury.
Do you have a favorite professor here at Forest?
Yeah, my favorite professor is probably Professor Knuckles. I enjoy his humor in the classroom, and I think he's super enthusiastic about what he teaches. So I really enjoy going to class with him.
What's your favorite class that you've ever taken?
My favorite class that I've ever taken was probably my first year studies class. The class itself was pretty regular, pretty bland, but I made a lot of good memories in that class. I met a lot of good people, made a lot of good friends, and I also had a pretty good professor in that class as well.
What advice would you give to your freshman self?
One piece of advice I'd give to my freshman self is to use all of the resources that the school has and not just ignore them and think that you can do everything on your own.
What advice do you have for the current freshman?
I'd probably give the current freshman the same advice I'd give myself as a freshman. Don't be afraid to use the resources we have on campus, and don't think that you have to do everything on your own.
Who would you say is your favorite coach here?
My favorite coach is probably Coach Butts. I don't really ever communicate with him much on the field just because he's a defensive coach and I play offense. But I really liked that my freshman year, he was my academic advisor, and I really appreciated the amount of emphasis that he put on academics here at the school. And it always felt so satisfying when I would come to him for an academic meeting and I had everything in order for my classes.
And what are your individual or team goals for this season?
I would say an individual goal that I have for this season is to just try to play football at the highest level that I can. Post-injury, it's going to take a long time coming back and taking off all the rust that I've gathered over the 2 years. And I'd say that my individual goal is to just, by the end of the season, try to be as close as possible as I can to where I was before the injury.
And what are your plans for after graduation?
After graduation, I hope to work in software development. I hope to be working for a software development company somewhere, hopefully doing something that I love.